Okay, sick. Now that I have your attention from that very annoying noise, let's talk about how to make a message easy to listen to. The three main aspects are grabbing attention, like I just showed you, and making sure that your audience's interpretation of it is the way that you want. And there's another one, I know it. It's, wait, that's ironic. Making sure that the audience is able to remember it. Now, let's look at them more in depth. Okay, so first and foremost, you want to grab their attention. That starts off by making your information useful to your audience. So you want to give them a reason to listen, you know? Second, you want to use compelling images and sounds, because you have to remember that humans only have a 6-second time span. So you want to be constantly moving so that you're not just like standing there like a stick and it's just like awkward. And you also want to remember color theory. Colors are very important when you're making a presentation. You want to use red, orange, and yellow when you want someone's attention, and you want to use green when you want someone to concentrate on you. You want to relate this information to something that the audience probably already knows, a well-known thing. So a second very important part of this is you want to guide your audience's interpretation. A part of that is adapting your language and the way that you're talking to your audience's learning level. So you don't want to talk to a bunch of preschoolers like they're in college, and you don't want to talk to a bunch of college professors like they're middle school students. That would be ridiculous. The third aspect of this whole ordeal of making presentations easy to listen to is ensuring that people will remember what the heck you're talking about. So one good way is repetition. Repeat, repeat, repeat. The more you say it, the more that people are going to remember it. Another way is you have to use appropriate triggers. Now, the good old Thinking Through Communication textbook is going to be able to explain this a lot better than I can. And yes, Matt, I have had the wrong edition all semester. I'm sorry. So I'm turning to page 62 in mine, which is the Decoding Messages chapter. All right? And it's talking about connecting what you're saying to sensory triggers or memory triggers. The senders, quote, can increase information retrieval if they tie their message to an appropriate trigger. So basically, you want to make things very relatable. And that's basically it. Those are 7-ish things that you can do to make sure that your messages are easier to listen to. That way, your message actually gets passed along. So let's review them. Now, let me close with the wise words of Lily Walters. The success of your presentation will be judged not by the knowledge you send, but by what the listener receives. Thank you.
Ready, set, action.
Hand me the jewel.
I was the director, so go school! Yeah!
This is so cringy.